For most of her life, Lily felt like a puzzle with one missing piece. She had been adopted as a baby and raised by a loving family, but something always lingered in her heart. A question, a yearning. Who were the people who gave her life? What did they look like? Were they still out there? For years, Lily tried to ignore the feeling, throwing herself into work, friends, and travel. But nothing seemed to fill the void. Then one rainy afternoon, she stumbled upon a dusty box in the attic, the adoption papers, an envelope marked with a faded seal. Inside, there was an old photograph of a young woman holding a baby, with handwriting on the back that read, "This is all we can give you for now. Please keep her safe." Lily felt a spark of hope. The names on the paper meant nothing to her, but that photograph, that was something. Maybe it was a clue. Maybe, just maybe, it was time to start looking. For the next few months, Lily plunged into research, sifting through birth records, adoption agencies, and social media pages. Each search only brought more questions. She hit dead ends again and again, but Lily couldn't give up. The desire to know who she was, where she came from, burned brighter than ever. Then, one day, she received an unexpected message on Facebook. It was from a woman named Emily. The message was short, but her heart stopped when she read it. "I think I might be your sister. My mother recently passed, and she left behind a box with a picture of you. We need to talk." Lily's fingers trembled as she typed back. They set up a video call for the following evening. When Lily saw Emily's face for the first time, a rush of emotions overwhelmed her. Emily had the same eyes, the same shade of green that Lily had always seen in her own reflection. Her smile, too, was so familiar, yet foreign at the same time. "Are you real?" Lily asked, voice cracking with disbelief. "I think so," Emily replied, blinking back tears. "I never knew about you. Our mom, she kept this secret, but she always talked about you in ways I didn't understand. I think she wanted to find you too, but something kept her from it." They spoke for hours that night, swapping stories, laughter, and tears. Emily told Lily about their mother's life, how she had been young and struggling when Lily was born, and how the decision to give her up had broken her heart. She spoke of the guilt that never quite left their mother. She had always regretted not being able to raise both of her children. "She tried to find you, Lily," Emily said softly. "But after years of searching, she never had any luck. And then life just moved on." Lily felt a pang of sadness for the mother who had loved her so much but had never been able to hold her. But she was no longer a lost girl. She had found a piece of her family, someone who shared the same blood, the same story. The next day, Emily sent Lily an address. "Mom kept a letter for you," she explained. "It's waiting for you, sealed and unopened. I think she always hoped you would find us one day." When Lily arrived at the small house in a quiet town, she felt a wave of nervous excitement. As she knocked on the door, her heart pounded. A middle-aged man opened it. He had the same eyes as Emily. "And now, Lily." "You must be Lily," he said with a warm smile. "I'm Mark, Emily's husband. She's been telling me all about you." Inside, Emily had placed a box on the kitchen table. Lily sat down and opened it slowly, reverently. Inside, she found photographs of a life she never knew. Her birth mother, holding her as a baby, a birthday cake with candles, and one final letter. Lily unfolded the letter, which was written in her mother's delicate script. It read, "My dear Lily, if you're reading this, it means you've found your way back to us. I want you to know that I have never stopped thinking about you. I always carried the hope that one day you would come looking for me. I've missed you every day of my life. If you're ever ready, please know that I am here, waiting to welcome you with open arms. Please forgive me for the time we lost, and know that I've loved you always." Tears rolled down Lily's face as she clutched the letter to her chest. Emily wrapped her arms around her, and for the first time in her life, Lily felt complete. After 30 long years of searching, wondering, and yearning, Lily had finally found the family she had lost. The void in her heart was gone, replaced by the warmth of new connections and a future full of memories to make with the people who had always been a part of her. And just like that, the pieces of the puzzle finally clicked into place. If you've got a similar story to share, please let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to check out my next video where I'll be sharing more about my journey and the impact it's had on my life.